Tell them Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence. And
yes.
It's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's 6-week-long defamation trial ultimately winded up in June with the Edward Scissorhands actor winning the libel case against his former wife and being awarded $15 million in damages. However, it seems like although the legal battle has come to an end, the personal combat between the exes is far from over. The $50 million defamation case is still making headlines, and according to new reports, the ruckus was prompted by some unsealed documents which previously were dismissed by Judge Penny Escarate to be presented as evidence in the court. In this matter, both litigants sued one another, thereby opening themselves up to the public forum of a jury trial. Court records are public information. According to Judge Penny's order, the sealed documents were opened on July 13th after the trial was concluded. The viral documents, which consist of more than 6,000 pages, sent the internet into chaos and stirred up turmoil among the public, who got a hold of the leaked information through social media apps. Apparently, the documents disclosed some new information that Amber tried to prevent from being investigated in court. So, what did the unsealed documents disclose, and what exactly was Amber planning to hide? Let's find out. Johnny and Amber's defamation trial was not only one of the most expensive divorce settlements in the film industry, but also an incredibly messy one. From the former Aquaman star admitting to inflicting attacks on Depp to her mocking the 59-year-old actor of being a victim of AB, Amber's maltreatment against Johnny was all caught on tape and played during the trial, which exhibited the brutal reality of who was the real perpetrator behind closed doors. And now, after the sealed documents from Depp and Heard's defamation trial were recently opened, more shocking revelations were exposed by a Twitter user by the name of Nate the Lawyer, an American news website, The Daily Beast, and Andrea Buckhart, an attorney, who all indulged themselves into the documents and shed new light on the case. The Twitter user Nate the Lawyer posted a list of things Amber and her legal team attempted to hide from the jury during the $50 million case, along with an attached image of a court document that revealed the cause behind concealing. Any evidence, testimony, or allegations of criminal conduct against Ms. Heard should be excluded based on Virginia's rules of evidence and relevance. The user then went on to further explain the number of offenses Amber had conducted throughout the years. The list included the following crimes. Number 1, arrest for domestic violence. Number 2, pleaded guilty to lying, Australia. Number 3, Amber lying to US DOH. Number 4, Amber's criminal juvenile record. Number 5, Amber's involvement in a friend's death. Number 6, Amber Heard's criminal record. We will dive deep into the evidence of violations and give you a detailed clarification of each. Number 1, arrest for domestic violence. While Amber countersued Depp for $100 million and pressed charges of DV against him, she had no idea how her accusations would turn the table and raise the issue of her ugly past, including a criminal record under her name. The Depp and Heard divorce case was thoroughly scrutinized by the public through livestream, and they were quick to dig up Amber's past when the actress addressed herself as a victim of physical abuse, PA. The search brought out some controversial issues, which included a shocking claim. It was reported by the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport in Washington State back in 2009 that Heard was arrested after she allegedly grabbed her then-girlfriend Tazia Van Ree and struck her arm. The authorities arrested Heard for the attack, and she ended up with charges of assault in the 4th degree. But wait, this wasn't the shocking part of the case. There's more to it. Later, in 2011, the case was deleted from the system as the policies were requested and allowed under the Washington state law to do so. Also, during an interrogation, Van Ree claimed that the cops who witnessed the alleged assault misinterpreted and over-sensationalized the incident, and thus things went south. However, Beverly Leonard, a police officer and a witness of the incident, told a different story during her testimony. Leonard said, Ms. Heard was aggressive toward her traveling companion. She had reached up and grabbed her arm and pulled a necklace off of her, and then I observed her having it in her hand. She seemed to be not very steady on her feet, her eyes were blurry and watery, and I could smell alcohol. She also added that there were visible injuries on Van Ree. She had an abrasion on the side of her neck where the necklace was, like a rope burn from the chain as it was removed. Heard was quick to dismiss those claims and allegations, accusing Depp and his team of faking charges against her in front of the media. But then, why did she and her team try to hide this incident from the jury? If Heard was the innocent, as she claims herself to be, then wouldn't it be better to investigate the truth and debunk the rumors? It's very bizarre and suspicious of her to try to cover something that she states to be a false accusation. Number 2, pleaded guilty to lying in Australia. In 2015, Amber faced 2 counts of breaching Australia's quarantine laws for illegally smuggling her 2 Yorkshire Terriers into the country. It is best to say that Amber had her fair share of court visits and criminal records before the actress tried to drag Johnny into the divorce battle mess. No wonder she tried to hide her past records from being mentioned during the battle, because it had nothing other than violations, one after another. It was reported by Depp's former employee and estate manager that he had repeatedly told the actress about Australia's law and how it would be illegal to take her 2 dogs, but all his warnings fell on deaf ears as the actress demanded him to make a false statement about the dogs being smuggled into the country. The employee further added that Amber asked him to contact her former assistant Kate James and ask her to lie under oath to an Australian court. Specifically, Ms. Heard wanted Ms. James to give a false statement that Ms. Heard was unaware that it would be illegal for her to bring her dogs into Australia. Ms. Heard was aware that this was illegal because I had informed her repeatedly by email, telephone, and in person, the then employee stated. Number 3, Amber lying to US DOH. Remember when the makeup brand Milani called out Amber for tarnishing their brand's reputation by lying about the fact that she used their makeup kit to cover up her bruises? Well, apparently it wasn't Heard's first time to lie under oath. It has come to attention that the bruised photos taken of Amber after the ugly fights between the former couple were fabricated. During the trial, the actress showed the jury a makeup kit she always carried with her during her relationship with Depp to cover up the bruises that the actor gave her, and her display of the kit immediately grabbed attention as a TikTok user claimed that the kit used by Amber was originally made to form bruises instead of hiding them. Did you mean Miss Theater Makeup Bruise Kit? It's literally called Bruise and Abrasions. It's for theater and it's meant to make bruises, sweet girl, the viral TikTok video showcased. Along with that, during the court trial, a metadata expert also testified that he had examined several of Amber's photos, which were evidence of alleged abuse, AB, and claimed that the images went through editing software to attain such results. According to the metadata expert, some of the photos revealed that the software for the file was not from an iPhone, but was rendered in editing software. Number 4, Heard's criminal juvenile record. A mugshot of the actress resurfacing online showed that 2009 wasn't the first time Amber was arrested for a criminal offense. Back in 2003, Amber was arrested for unspecified charges, and the reason behind her juvenile records are to this day unclear. The mugshot of the actress and the juvenile record stirred up claims that Amber was involved in a vehicular manslaughter case in 2003 and thus was arrested as a teenager. Many also believe that Heard's juvenile arrest record resulted from driving with a suspended license. Bear in mind that these are all speculations and assumptions, as no one knows the exact reasoning behind the arrest other than Amber herself. However, many could understand the act of hiding the record as if to be presented. Heard would have lost the case in a blink without surviving for 6 long weeks. Number 5, Amber's involvement in a friend's death. Earlier, among the speculations of Amber's 2003 arrest, a Reddit user explained how the actress was involved in a car accident back at that time where she lost her best friend to the said fatal car crash. According to Yahoo News, Heard was 16 years old when her friend died in the accident. Soon after the incident, the actress dropped out of school and moved to New York to pursue her career in modeling. In the meantime, a Reddit user put 2 and 2 together and came up with a theory that seemed to be a plausible explanation. The Reddit user said, "I had read that she dropped out of high school and moved to California with only $180. It would make sense why she dropped out of school and left for California at that time if she was responsible for the death of her high school classmate. I could see how she could be hated by the classmates and want to leave. I hope those classmates speak out." Another Twitter user wrote regarding the incident, "Who was actually driving? And why was she driving with a suspended driver's license? At such a young age, AH was showing huge signs that she doesn't respect rules or regulations." Although there is no hard evidence to back up these claims, it looks like the public isn't going to stop coming up with assumptions and theories anytime soon until the truth comes to the surface. Number 6, Amber Heard's criminal record. As we reach the end of our list, it is evident that Amber's life is quite a conundrum. From juvenile record to getting arrested for domestic abuse, AB, Heard was making headlines from the start for her scandalous private life. However, strangely enough, most of her arrest warrants were either erased from the system or withdrawn by the prosecutor by stating that the actress was wrongly accused and how brilliant she is as a person. Good or not, that's for the public to decide, who has already witnessed how two-faced the actress is, as she manipulated much evidence during the trial. Although there are no detailed explanations of the crimes she conducted, there is evidence of the crimes executed by Amber, which during the defamation trial wasn't cross-examined, as her legal team did everything to cover them up. They succeeded in doing so. However, months after the trial, when the sealed documents are opened, it is clear that their attempt to hide Amber's criminal records was effective only inside the courtroom and not outside of it. As of now, the unsealed documents of more than 6,000 pages have gone viral and out in public for everyone to analyze. While things get heated up, it remains to be seen what Amber and her team have likely to say about her criminal offenses and things related to the unsealed documents that they were desperate to hide from the court. We hope you enjoyed this video. Now, Brad Pitt accuses Angelina Jolie of sabotaging him. Click here to find out.